What is up, everybody? It is DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel. Today we have a really good one. We're going to be talking about 15-inch PA speakers. Great for any beginning DJ. If you just want to take two speakers with you for a gig, I think these ones can handle it. And we're going to talk about it. Good values and good speakers. So we have the SP15 on this side and we have the PR-915D on this side. Both made by ProReck. Both similar prices, but we're going to talk about some features that are a little bit different and some aspects of the sound that are a little bit different as well. But stay tuned for the whole video because there's going to be a lot of information and a good comparison between the two, because I know a lot of viewers are asking and wondering which one they should go out and reach for if they have an interest in picking up a 15-inch PA speaker. So thank you for tuning in. It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. If you've never tuned into my channel, just know I love doing reviews. I'm just here to help, do that research for you so you don't have to, give it to you as easy as possible, and then leave some links in case you're interested in some of the products that we talk about. Thank you guys so much. If this is helpful at all, please give me a like, subscribe, follow me on all my social medias. I'm on Instagram and Threads and TikTok and Twitter, or the X now. So I'm on all those platforms. Follow me everywhere, also on Facebook. So please check me out somewhere, like, subscribe, and share. And let's continue to raise the subscriber count on my YouTube channel so I can continue making great videos and content for you guys, because that's what I love doing now. I want to really invest my time in doing this all the time for you guys. So thank you guys so much. Let's continue to grow my channel, and thank you. I already just released the full review on this, the PR-915D. I already have a review out on the SP, so if you want a little bit more in-depth on just one speaker, go ahead and check those out. I'll leave the links in the description, all that stuff, also where you can get them. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but we're going to talk about both these speakers. There's some things that does well, and some things that the other speakers do things. There's some features that each one doesn't have, and those types of things. So we're going to get all into it and jump into it right now, in fact. So we are back. So this is the SP15 right here. You see that it does have like a little metal plate in the front. The grill is a little bit horizontal instead of vertical, kind of like that one. It is a metal grill. It is kind of a plastic, a big tough plastic, and it does have like a coating on it. We'll get a little closer and I'll show you that coating here in a little bit. But yes, and so this one is definitely lighter. Like, I think the plastic might be just a little bit thinner than the 915D. And so, yeah, you're gonna get a different sound out of this, of course. Then you also have a 15-inch woofer, power horn up here. That's really going to project some of those high frequencies very, very, very well. So like a true PA speaker, this does very well. It's very loud. It's hitting, like over 108 decibels on both of these. So they can get really loud. They have good headroom as well. And in my opinion, they both sound pretty good, but there's a little bit difference in between them, which we'll get to also a little bit later. So there's just going to be a cosmetic difference. First of all, when you're looking at from the front of these, absolutely, and it's going to be kind of up to you which one you kind of like. If you like whatever look that you like, that's going to be up to the picky DJs out there who want to have their looks to look how they want it. Real quick, you see you have that linear look out there from this one, and then you also have a little light up piece up here. So this actually lights up, and it is on all the time. You can't shut it off or anything like that. So that's one thing some DJs will like and some won't. So that's another thing that you need to look for on these. Now, like I said, the plastics just sound a little bit different. I think this is a little harder, a little stiffer plastic, believe it or not. And so it might even be a little bit thicker on this one. You're definitely get a little bit more low end out of this, but then the high frequencies are going to not be as prominent, in my opinion. And if you look at my full video, you'll know what I'm talking about there. But we'll compare that here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these around, and then we can look at the rear of these as well. On the SP15 and the PR-915, I'm going to call it the PR and the SP, so I don't have to keep saying that over and over. But so They do look a little bit different body-wise, and so let's go over those really differences really quick. Like I said, we saw the front definitely look different in the front, and then the PR, of course, has that little light in the front as well. But on the back, you notice that the SP has only one handle on the side here and one handle on the top, and the PR has two handles, one on top, so a little bit different on the body. Also, one big thing I noticed is in my opinion, those sounds, the shell on the PR sounds a little bit thicker, a little harder in my opinion, compared to the SP. And so that would definitely make sense because when I weighed them, the SP weighs 45 pounds and the PR weighs 52 point some change pounds, so it's a big 8-pound difference. And so you do notice that when you're picking them up that the PR weighs a little bit more. Dimensions wise, the SP was 27 by 17 by 14 and the PR was 27.5 by 17 by 14.5. So it's just a hair, a half an inch slightly taller and wider than the SP. So it is a little bit bigger, which makes sense on the weight as well. Also, there might be some different components in these as well, so definitely makes up for that weight difference. The biggest changes, of course, is the way that it looks up in the actual, the way it works. The amp section looks the same, and the power section is just flipped around. So the power switch on the SP, if you're looking at it camera-wise, is on the right side, power's on the left side, and then switch is on the right side on the SP, and the power is on the right side. So definitely it's the midline fuse is still in the same spot in the middle there, but so just a little bit changes. We're actually going to go into the physical dimension differences on the channels and everything here in just a second, but those are the biggest differences cosmetically to the speakers, in case some of those are going to be different from you. Like I said, this one has a little bit of coating, a little texture, so it's going to show scratches a little bit less than the smooth plastic surface over here. It's going to show scratches a little bit more, in my opinion, as well. So like right here, we have the SP15, like I said, SP, and then we have the PR over here, SP, PR. Okay, so the channels are just set up a little bit different. So on the SP15, they're horizontal here. And so this channel is this gain, this channel is this gain. It still has a mic and line button here, but it has these two channels combined for the line and mic button. Also, your mix out is here, it's still XLR. This one has RCA hookups. It also has an SP USB hub, but that's only for, it's actually more for the company to be able to do some changes. There's nothing that you can really do with this. You can't put a USB plug in it. It's only for the company to make changes or with their software. Really, there's nothing you can really do with this USB plug here. It does have Bluetooth, has a Bluetooth light and the Bluetooth switch as well. This one has your menu button as well, and you can turn it there. And only the 1 inch by 1 inch, sorry, by 2 inches there LCD screen to check that out, which does remind me of some of the more expensive speakers out there, some of their old school LCD screens. This is completely different on the PR because now we have the vertical channels here along with the line button inputs here for both channels, which is nice. You also have a mix and a link out. So the mix out is for everything. The link out will be for this channel only, where you see the little line on here. So you'll be able to link out that particular item to that speaker if you wanted to link out from that one. This one, instead of RCA jacks, it has 3.5 millimeter jack right here, and also you have your same knob here. You have the Bluetooth button as well, but that is also your TWS, your True Wireless Sound Connect. So you can actually connect another one of these PA speakers to another speaker wirelessly. The key to that though is, yes, you can transfer Bluetooth music through that and line input through that, but it won't be able to pick up like your microphones and things like that. It's not going to send that signal over to the other speaker. It's only going to send up Bluetooth through that TWS. So just something to put out on the lines from my testing. Now, I don't have two of them, so I haven't completely tested that. So if somebody out there has two of them, let me know if that is exactly how it works. But I'm pretty sure you're only going to be able to output your Bluetooth through that TWS wirelessly. So if you want a little bit of a wireless setup, you can hook up two of these through the True Wireless Sound Connect, which the SP does not have. So that is something to keep in mind. If you want to have two speakers hooked up through Bluetooth and Bluetooth, kind of a little mini wireless setup, pretty cool with the wireless sound. So let's go ahead and fire these both up here. We'll see that you do have, like I said, the big screen on there. You see you got the little label. I'm going to turn this blinking light off so it's not, but you can hook up through Bluetooth on both of these speakers. So this does have Bluetooth, but it just doesn't have the true wireless. You can't connect two of these speakers wirelessly. You have to connect it physically through the cord, through the mix out. So just the SP15 has to be physically corded to another speaker, but it is possible to connect the PR-15 to another speaker wirelessly through the True Wireless Sound Connect. If I had two of them, I'd show you that, but I only have one. So just to let you know, this screen is pretty cool. You can see the difference right here. You got a color screen, you got red, green, blue here. Basically, it's pretty much, you will see that screen looks pretty good, pretty big. You can see this one as well. I think it still looks good, but you have a little clip light, but right over here you have VU meters, which is really cool. So it's actually going to show you green, yellow, and red, and if you're getting to the red, you're clipping. And so you have little VU, UV meters, should be VU, and they're really, really cool. So the screen is definitely really easy to use. Like I said, you can go to your menu and you have all your menu and you just click. It's really fast, easy to use. Click right into what you have. You do have those modes right here, but you do have DPS on this, that you would just go to the modes right here, click on the mode, and then you can go through DJ, live, music. So it does have digital sound processor as well, but this one really shows you exactly what you're going to get with that. And that's pretty cool as well. Some people are really going to really like that, to know exactly what your speaker is going to be doing. And it's easy to select what you want and then get it out. Okay, it does have bass control as well. So you do have bass and treble control, but like I said, it still has, this one has all three. It has high, mids, and lows. So you have really a good way to control everything. This one just has treble and bass. This one has high, mids, and lows. So you can adjust all those. Very, very cool. Delay, sub, LED, brightness on that LCD screen, contrast, and your exit. This one has, like I said, just bass and treble. It does have your sub, so you can go through the sub. You do have delay, you have location. So you have location on this one. You do have location. It just says normal monitor. And this one has basically, I think, wall mount and pole mount. Yeah, bracket and pole. And your settings here, basically for your Bluetooth and for your backlight as well. And so that's kind of what you got. But so you do have a little bit more EQing with this one, but you can really see what your digital sound processing is going to do a little bit better on this one. So I mean, like, they both have those positives and negatives. Depending on what you want with your speaker is going to decide on what you guys want to do. One thing I want to add is the sub frequencies are the same. You still have 80, 100 hertz, 120 hertz, and 150 hertz. If you like mixed out to a sub and you want it to pick up what frequencies you want the sub to pick up, is there. So the subwoofer, whatever you want it to pick up, is there up to 150 hertz. So you have 80, 100, 120, and 150, and it's the same on the SP as well. All right, guys, I'm going to give you two sound tests with this, two different songs. One has a little bit more treble in it. The other one has a little bit more bass, so you kind of tell the difference. Once again, it's not the best songs because I have to use royalty-free stuff, but they're still going to give you a good idea. Headphones will definitely help for this test. We're going to start with the SP15 and then move to the 915D, but I'm going to be pointing to tell you which one speaker it is. They're pretty close, but you can tell, in my opinion, that the 915 has a little bit more bump, a little bit more bass in it. And you can also tell that the SP15 has a little bit more treble with a little bit more high frequency for a little bit things to be listening to. But tell me what you guys think when we get it all done with the sound test. Alright guys, let's wrap this video up on the SP15 versus the PR-915D. Still going to call it the PR and the SP. So, final thoughts. What do you need to look for if you're looking for these? I've told you a lot already. This is going to be the quick review, but the PR has the true wireless sound, and a lot of people are going to want that. Some people are going to want to be wirelessly connect through Bluetooth, only through Bluetooth, two speakers. You can of the same type, the PR-915. You can connect them together, and you can have the true wireless sound connect. And you can only get that with this speaker. And you can also connect a tablet, a iPhone, an Android phone, a iPad through Bluetooth as well, and have kind of a wireless setup, except for you do have to plug them in. Okay. The only caveat to that is you still, if you hook up a microphone or an instrument or something else, that's only going to work through one speaker, not both speakers, okay? You're only going to get the Bluetooth through the Bluetooth. So your music is going to be Bluetooth through both speakers, but the items you plug in are only going to come through that particular speaker, okay? Just to point that out. But a lot of people are going to like that, the true wireless sound connect. A lot of people are going to like that display. I think it does look cool. It's very cool. I like the meters for you to be able to monitor. It's nice and big. You can see everything very well. It works very good as well. So a lot of people like that big screen on there. And then, of course, the sound. And so you're going to get, and I think it's built a little different too. And so that case or the mold or whatever you want to call it is definitely a little bit thicker, a little better packing that bass in there. And so you're getting a nice enclosure. So you're getting really good bass sounding, low frequency bass out of this. And so it sounds really good, but you're losing a little bit of high frequency up top with the voice coil. So definitely cool speaker, but those are the biggest things that are different about the PR-915D. Of course, now we're talking about the SP15. Still a really good speaker, really easy to use through that screen. You can still see everything really nice on that screen, really easy to use, but you do have a 3-band EQ on this one, high, low, and mids that you can adjust, which makes it really easy to adjust, but you still have a nice thumpy, punchy 15-inch woofer on this as well. But I will say that the highs definitely overpower the lows on this one, and it's reversed for this one. The lows overpower the highs on this one. You can adjust them though. They can be adjusted through the EQs, through the bass, through the treble, those types of things, through your digital presets. You have all the same digital presets on both. You have club, music, speech, and live, so you can adjust them that way as well. And so those are going to be some of the features that some people do like on either or. One last thing too is the light on the front. A lot of people are going to be concerned about that. This light never turns off, so you can't turn it off. I didn't see anywhere in the functionality to be able to turn that light on, so it just stays on. This one you can shut off. It does have an option in there that says LED mode, and I can turn it off. So you see that it's off now. You can use it as a limiter too. So it'll show you, if you're clipping and those types of things on the front of the speaker, which is kind of cool as well. Just a few little extra things here, but they both have a lot of the similarities. Same watts, same Class D amplifier, measurements are about equal. Some people might like that this one, the SP, is lighter at 45 pounds. This one is about 52 and some change, so it does weigh a lot, not a lot more, but about 8 more pounds or so. And so you're definitely going to feel it when you're putting it onto a pole mount or things like that. So just something to keep in mind as well. So what works best for you? Let me know. Is it the PR? Do you want a little bit more low bass sounding than the high frequencies? That could be you. My decision is I still do like the SP15, okay? I like the high frequency. I really want to project those high frequencies out, and then I usually bring a sub to my gigs anyways, and so I'm going to have a sub anyways. I'm going to wire connect everything most of the time, so those really fall in better with me. This still has good bass, it's punchy, it's nice, but the PR-15D definitely has a lower, more subwoofer trunk bass, and so it does sound good, but you're going to be losing a little bit of those high frequencies, and just a little bit. You can still EQ it nice and make it sound really good, crisp and clear and those types of things, but it's a little bit more natural with this one with the high frequencies on it. So just a little bit of my opinion, my thoughts. I'm still going to stick with the SP15 most of the time, but it would be nice to have 2 of these 915s for a small 50-person gig, and I'd have plenty of bass with just 2 of these. Not bringing a sub would be an option, but I do have a lot more equipment, and so I have other options for that. If I were to have a smaller gig like that, that would be lighter and easier and things like that. So, but very cool for a beginning DJ at the price point to just get 2 15s like this PR, and just bringing the 2 15s and having enough for small gigs like that and not have to worry about it. You could still do that with the SPs, but like I said, it's just a different sounding bass. You're not getting as low. You can still tune it a little bit and make it better, but I still think that it's hard to explain without, you know, physically being here in my room, that this does have a lower bass than this guy. It's a little bit more punchy. So those are my opinions. That works best for me, the SP15, but what works best for you? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what features you want more and what works best for you as a DJ, what you think. All right, other than that, guys, I got so much more content this year, including some more Xton equipment. I got a Pioneer controller I'm working on as well. I got some microphones. I have some headphones, some earbuds. I got all kinds of equipment still that I want to bring to you, a mixer, some more ProReck videos that I want to show you on some questions about ProReck, and so some cables. God, I have a lot of videos in the making, in the works, so please stay tuned, hit those bell notifications when you know, so you know when I make my next videos, and stay tuned because I got more content coming. Please like, subscribe, share if this is helpful in any way, and I can't wait to see you on my next video or tutorial. So see you soon, catch you later, and thank you so much for staying to the end of the video.